What's up, fellers? How y'all doing on this beautiful day? We got us a new project car. We just picked up this here 2004 Pontiac Grand Am GT for pretty cheap. She's got a bunch of problems. Window issues and overheating problems on the drive line. And I don't really know much about a whole lot of the GM products, especially front-wheel drive GM cars. But I do know one thing. She got a 3800 in her. And I know that's like the best engine GM ever made, so here we go. It's about time I learned all about one. Anywho, here's the first little look at it. She's got some dents and some dings, and I think it had a young people driver, and you know, they found some post. Probably gonna need a left tail light. But overall it's pretty straight. It doesn't look like she was, you know, smashed real hard too bad. Got the dual pipulators. Gotta pay extra for that. But yeah, we're gonna get torn into it and get it all cleaned up. Right now, first thing today, in between the rain showers, we're gonna get it all clean, because it's not. She's a little bit on the dirty side. Comes with a Pixie wand though. But she does start and runs and drives and stops. Just overheats. Power steering felt weird. I haven't drove it very far, but you know, first thing we're gonna do is clean her all up really good, and then we'll get under the power barn, maybe even figure out how to open the trunk. Fellers, we got half a jug of antifreeze and some toolage. Pair of scissors. Also, found a old thermostat. Yeah. Was having overheating problems, and that thermostat looks like, I don't know much about the GMs, but I do know Dexcool turns acidic when you don't replace on it often enough. And I think this crusty feller is either from running water all the time, or maybe that's what it looks like. I've never actually seen any of them. I just know it turns nasty. Maybe that's what it looks like when the Dexcool gets old and acidic-y. I'm pretty sure one of the issues we're going to have here with this guy in the 3800 in the power barn is going to be intake gaskets, because I read that's super common for the Dexcool to eat the paper intake gaskets, and then you got coolant leaks running into your intake ports, and then you get coolant in your oil, and it's just not a good time. And then also your coolant systems broke open, so she's boiling over early, and it's just a bad day. But yeah, we're learning things. I still don't know how to open the trunk, but I know how to open the back seat anyway. And there's a crusty water pump in there. She's gonna need the cooling system attention, I think. Couple hours later, we're about halfway clean on the interior. I got all the dirt and the grime off of all the plastic surfaces, and here later we're gonna get to play with how you clean the dirty old carpet. I got some different sprays and whatnot. We're gonna look and do a whatchamacallit vacuum, steam vacuum guy. But anyway, that's looking better in there. Ooh, there's me. But for right now, I've come up here and started playing with the rubbing compound on this old paint, and you might be able to tell she shined up really nice. Got a dent over here. We'll try to pop out a little bit, see how much better we can make that look. But the paint looks really bad, And after washing it and hitting it with the rubbing compound and then some spray wax, she's really got the reflectiveness back to her. Especially that plastic bumper, that really came right around. And all the old lenses in the front, you can see through them again pretty good. And over here, the clear coat, if the camera will pick it up, yeah, is looking really rough. All up in here and along these areas. But right here, I started playing with the rubbing compound some more. I don't know if it's catching it on the video screens, but it really took all this ugly discoloration and hazing and yeah, there you go. All that ugliness. Yeah, it really took a lot of that out. Looks a lot better over here. So now I got a lot more rubbing to do, and then we'll show you what it looks like when the whole car is all shined up. Oh, also right here, I don't know how much this is gonna get looking better, but it's bound to improve at least a little bit, if not none at all. All right. This is where we're at after the rubbing compound and some spray wax. You can see we still got a lot of really rough spots in the clear coat, but all of the paint that she does have left on her is looking spiffy. Yep, there you go. Hey, look at my tree over there. Still need a tail light, but the trunk lid and that rear bumper look like brand new near about it. Got a little sticker removage to do right there, but check out down the side of her, and this is 19-year-old GM paint. Overall, I'd say that's held up pretty amazing, especially over here. This passenger side is must have been in the shade most of its life because it had a lot less of the clear coat damage. Oh yeah. We're looking a lot better in the trunk department. She was pretty filthy back here. And it also had a water intrusion issue down here. She was full of water when we got it. I pulled that drain plug out, and it would appear the reason that she was flooded with water was because down here in this gutterway, this little guy right here, this is like a little screen for some reason to stop all the stuff from falling down that way. The water like runs down the back window and whatnot and falls into this gutterway instead of into the trunk. Then she washes around the corner through that spot down to the ground. This spot was stuffed full of leaves and pine straw and whatnot. So I'm speculating that drain being clogged is why she had water getting in the trunk. I'd imagine when the rainfalls were heavy enough, the clogged drain couldn't keep up with the water flowing through here, and then it would build up, and the water would be up against the top of the seal and the trunk lid, and then you got water in your trunk. Yeah, we'll pull the tail lights out of both sides and make sure everything's clean and clear down there. But it looks like that may have took care of our water intrusion issue. That's always good. Alright, now that it's all cleaned up on the outside and halfway cleaned up on the inside, about time to get under the hood. Went ahead and got started on doing a lot of cleaning under here too. And now we're gonna get under the engine cover and start inspecting for where things look leaky, get the vacuum out, suck out all the dirt that we can, and then we'll fill the system up with water and look for where she comes out. It does seem like I don't know if it'll, probably not. It won't let you. Anyway, can't quite get the focus on it, but there's definitely milky looking water in the oil down there. So she either has a blown head gasket or two, or more likely the intake gaskets have started to leak. And it's a 3800, so it's incredibly unlikely that it's head gaskets, and it runs really nice. Now we'll get in here with the vacuum. And I think I can already see where we have a leaky spot on the front, the front side of the intake manifold over here. So yeah, it looks like we are getting us an intake manifold set. And see my hood prop? Yeah, those guys are on the list too. Definitely need more of those. Lift support, hold a yuppie hood apparatus guy. Alright. Well, now things are a little cleaner anyway. And I've decided that there's enough, the oil looks watery enough that there's no sense filling up the cooling system again just to run it and verify that things are leaking. I can already see right down here at the base of that intake manifold, things are really wet here and on the other side right atop the transmission. So the next step that I'm going to take here, now that things are all cleaned up and nice, I'll get to rearranging and getting the shop all situated, pull the car back in, and in the next video we'll start tearing down into it, taking all our electrodigicals and wires and whatnot and fuel lines and rails and stuff off so we can get this plenum out of the way, and then we'll remove a bunch of other stuff and clean a bunch of things and take the intake off. It'll be a really good time. I'll see you there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. What do you think? What do you think about the new ride? And y'all have a good one.